G'day, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Broker Coach podcast. Our mission is to be the most valuable podcast in the universe for mortgage brokers. I'm your host, Sam Panetta, and today I'm joined by the one and only Jason Wylie from Loan Market Capital.
G'day, mate.
How you doing, mate?
Good.
I appreciate you coming on board.
No worries, mate. I made the time for you.
Mate, just to put today's conversation into context, you guys are going to settle 220 mil
I
this
think,
financial year?
Listen, I think we're at the end of financial year at the moment. One of my deals got pushed out, which is always annoying, but it'll settle on the 1st, not the 30th. So I think we'll see. I think we're going to finish up at like 215, something around those lines. But it's really, for me, I think I did myself like 175.
Terrible result, eh?
Yeah, listen, I'm a bit of my, what do they call the biggest I always say criticize myself the most, where I wanted to hit 200 and I didn't, so I'm more pissed off on that.
There's always this year, mate.
There's always this year.
Mate, how does it feel playing at the pointy end of the game?
Hey, good. To be honest, I find it easier now than when I was starting out, because I know that I can get business regardless.
Mm-hmm.
And that's not the hardest play. When I feel like when you're writing less volume, the hardest play is getting more volume.
Yes.
Where I always know when I can need to turn the tap on, and that I can go and get the business if I put my finger down, or put my foot down. But I think when you're starting out, the hardest thing is trying to get the business as well
off the ground in the first place.
Correct, yeah.
And how long have you been in this business for, mate?
Well, I've been in the business, like Loan Market Capital, for now, I think it's 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
5 years. Broker all up 7, I think now.
And so you were working at another brokerage prior to
2 years, yes.
2 years doing another brokerage.
2 years as another brokerage. Then went out on my own and started the Loan Market business.
Mm-hmm.
It was actually started as a joint venture. So I opened it up with one of the Ray White businesses down my way. So they asked me to be their in-house broker and join the business with them. So we started that together. It was good to get me off the ground.
Mm-hmm.
But as the thing is, you sort of outgrow that business or the joint venture we had. Nothing but respect for those guys. They're good. They're friends still. But I saw my way that I was going, that it was probably going to deter me back, that I didn't really want to give away half my business to someone that I wasn't getting enough business back from.
Yeah, fair play.
Yeah.
When did you start to gain traction, mate?
I think it's the 3rd year is really when you start to. The first year you feel out. I think it's really hard for people to, I guess, trust you, and get an understanding that you are a broker. And I always find it hard is your friends and that are the last people that are going to use you, because they still remember you as what you used to do, not as what you do now. 2nd year you start to get a bit more traction going on. 3rd year, you know your policies, you get an understanding, and you sort of, the pipeline you've been building those last 2 years and referral partners, they start to trust you a bit more. Then the 3rd year is sort of when you start taking off.
Where was the business coming from in those first couple of years, mate?
Probably real estate agents is probably my main source.
Mm-hmm.
I did have a lot of friends in the real estate game, which was easy for me. I did start older. I started at 31 broking. So even though I was later, people still probably thought that I'd been in the game longer than what I was, because I was older.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like it's harder starting a career later on in life, but you get a bit of a leg up because people might think you've been in it longer than you actually have, which always helps.
And is the lead sources today the same as what they were back then, or it's changed for you?
Changed, because I've got a decent sized book and existing clientele. A lot of your clients come from your existing database. So referring on from, that's probably your best lead source, I'd say, from existing clientele, referring you out and things like that at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
And they're good deals. They're always warm because you've always got the trust already, and like they've vouched for you already, so they're coming to you because they've already been vouched for.
Do you do anything specifically to get the business, or you just deliver a 5-star experience to the clients?
Probably 5-star. Listen, I'm pretty personable.
Yeah.
I treat everyone sort of the same, have a laugh. I don't take it too seriously, but I do provide the good service after it. You just want to make people feel like they're just not another number.
Mm-hmm.
And you do a first home buyer, $5 million property, $10 million property. I guess you treat them a little different. I'm not going to lie and say you don't, because you've got to it's always the case, but everyone has the same sort of process. So because that first home buyer, in 5 years' time, I'll be buying something for $10 million.
Do you think there's anything specifically that you do that elevates the way the client feels when they're going through the system with you, mate?
Mate, I'm always happy to answer my phone. Doesn't matter. I text back. You message me at night, I'll text back. Unless you're a pain in the ass client, and I know you're just asking me dumb questions, then you can wait till the next day. But I'm always available. If you call me on the weekend, I'll answer. I don't mind, unless I'm severely hungover. It's one or the other. But other than that, mate, I'll answer the phone. I'm always happy to have a chat, talk a bit of shit. I'm pretty real. Like, I'm not going to be some fake bullshit fucking mortgage broker. And what you see is what you get. So, and I think that's sort of what they see. They'll understand, like, my personality is my personality. I might not gel with you, but but again, I guess you got to be a chameleon a little bit as well, where you might have to change the way you do act with a certain person where you know they're very straight shooter. You can't be as a bit loose as you are on the phone or things like that. So you got to be a bit more calculated in how you handle them. But that's pretty rare.
How do you know when to pull back and
their tone.
Their tone?
Yeah, their tone's pretty good, because I might drop a joke, and then if they don't bite, it's either one, it's a shit joke, or they're not. They don't like humor. So it's one or the other.
But if we fast forward to today, what's the team at Capital look like today?
At the moment, we've got head of growth now. She's sitting over there. She's head of growth. She was marketing, but she's coming in and shaking up the company a fair bit at the moment, which is great. Is what we needed. I got Haim. He's one of my brokers. He's on a little bit of a tear now. You got Caleb, sort of still growing, trying to get moving. This year we've got a big thing going. So we've got a commercial guy starting in a week or two. We've got another broker coming from Lendy. He starts in next week, I'm pretty sure. And I've also purchased a trail book, decent size too, and he starts in September. So in the next 2 months, I've got 3 new guys starting and then for like back office, I got 5 offshore. One's for Hamish. I've also got retention team, Sammy, that works from home. She just calls existing clients, hello packs, anything like that, sort of chase them up. Yeah, I think that's it.
I love this. There's a lot that I want to unpack here. Let's rewind to go back to when you first started hiring.
Yeah.
Who did you hire first and why?
Offshore support.
Offshore support?
Because I suck at admin. I can't, mate. Mate, you get me, man. I'm a one-finger typer. Like, I'm fucking retarded. Mate, it's don't even ask. Like, they know when I'm writing back to them that I'm spelling mistake here, the words join, and they have to like siphon what I'm trying to say. So I don't want that writing to go to a client.
You don't want to send hieroglyphics to the client.
Mate, no. Like,
just send them emoji.
Yeah. So I think I'm good at getting business and structuring a deal quite well and doing the credit and things like that. But having someone the first hire, I know that my time is less useful doing that. I'm better off to go and get the business and someone else to handle the uploading the documents, and because that shit takes me ages. I'll do a commercial car loan every now and again, and I do that all myself. And mate, it should be a fucking 10-minute job inputting. It takes me like an hour. And I'm like distracted. I'm like talking like this, and so it's always the case. So I think for me, I'm good at what I do with trying to get business, and then I find better people around me to do the stuff that I'm not good at.
Love. How long did it take you to figure out that your strength was going out there and bringing in business?
Like a day one, mate.
You open up Apply Online and you're like, fuck
this. Eden knows. She knows how shit I am and stuff. She knows that I see everything I try and do. She's like, you don't know what you're doing. And I was like, yeah, I know that. That's why I don't do it. Someone else will do it for me. It's easier.
Have you got credit in-house?
Yes. Yeah.
When did you bring credit?
Offshore.
Oh, offshore.
Yeah, offshore.
Tell me everything.
So Jay, he's based in the Philippines. He's my credit analyst. So he sort of hands like any deal that it'll bring in, it'll go to my offshore, she'll get all the documents, and I give them the notes of the deal, and then it'll go to him.
Mm-hmm.
Then he'll run the deal servicing and things like that, and then we'll talk through it around sort of the structure that we're thinking, and then he'll send it out to the client. So he's very good at the servicing and all those aspects of that faster than me, breaking down living expenses, all that fine detail stuff that he's better at.
Mm-hmm.
But structure, it's me.
Okay, cool.
I understand. I guess I think for them is they know how to just do the servicing and things like that, but I know the end goals, what the client's outcome, what they're looking to do, that you need to be forward thinking of what the client actually needs, not because I just tell them what they need and then he'll do what I tell him what the client actually needs, not come up with what he thinks the client needs type of thing.
I get it. What does a typical client look like for you, mate?
Mate, it's a mix, to be honest. It's nothing first-time buyers, investors, upsizers, downsizers, whatever, because I get leads from realistically social media, different real estate agents in different areas. They come from whatever, and I'm happy to take on whatever.
Cool.
So it's not like I'm not really segregated to I'm not an investor buyer's agent. An investor mortgage broker. I'm not a typical owner mortgage broker. I just do whatever comes across my desk.
Cool.
Can't be picky these days, mate.
Not since the budget, you reckon? No.
Fuck that budget.
I can't wind you up 7 minutes in. It's too early. Too early. You gulped that water.
Yeah.
The brokers that you've got on the team, obviously we've got some more coming that I really want to dive into, but the brokers that we've already got in the team, how long have they been with you for?
Hamish has been with me for just for about a year and a half now. Listen, I had other brokers before.
Okay.
And one moved to Bowral. One, he's actually gone with the JV I was in before. He left me and then did that after I bought him out. Like a bit sus or not, but whatever. And another guy's gone too. We're not going to talk about him.
We're not going to talk about him. And so with the brokers that you've got now, how does it work? Do they get support from the business? Do they go out and hunt their own leads?
They contractors hunt.
They hunt. Their job's to hunt. They're
even
hunters.
The PAYG Caleb that I've got, I want to see them hunt. But if we're bringing in deals, that I don't want to write, I'll flick to him.
Okay. And we're going to talk a little bit later about the social media stuff, but are you like teaching them how to do that sort of stuff, replicate what you've done?
Yeah, so I give them back-end support too.
Okay, so they go and hunt. Once they got the deal, the back-end sort of taken care of, they can go out and hunt a little bit more.
They treat their credit analysts, so they get the deal in, they check the docs, make sure everything's there, then they'll assess the deal. Once the deal's right, they can hand it over to the back-end to get it going.
Yeah, cool.
So that's what I always think. I don't want it to do start to finish because it's not dollar productive.
Yeah.
I feel like you might spend 2 or 3 hours submitting a loan. You can spend 3 hours making phone calls to trying to get leads from people.
Yeah.
It's dumb.
And the offshore staff that you got, do you get them directly? Do you go through an agency?
Direct.
All direct?
Yeah. So we set up, I think you probably heard of Christian Patterson. He helped us.
Yeah.
He helped us set them up.
Love.
Which is good. Some of them I had previously from other companies, but that was sort of kept. They came back and we just hired them direct. It's a good way to do it. It's obviously works out more cost effective for us.
Yeah.
Without paying the outside company a big chunk of it as well, which makes them not happy to stay on, because to pay them what they really want, they get paid now. You've actually got to pay them a ton of money so they make what they make now as a direct. So you got to pay the outside company tons more to get them at that wage.
When do you reckon that shift started to happen in the industry? Because, if you reflect back 10 years ago, all the outsourcing was through the agencies, and you look at it today and there's just such a large share of the marketplace is going direct. When did you see that shift start to occur?
When they start whinging about their wage.
Fair play.
Yes,
Fair play.
Well, how do I keep them if they're whinging? I don't want to pay these outside company like $4,000 a month, or what it is to keep them on, and they take half and they take half. But I'll say, I don't mind, like, if they were working from one of those companies, but they were close to their office and they all worked in an office together.
There's value there.
There's value because they feed off each other. And I know there's a company, I think it's in Nepal. It's called Stella.
Oh, yeah.
I've heard actually really good things about them, and they say they all work in the office. There's credit analysts. There's all those things there. So they learn together. When I feel like if you have an outside company, you're going through a company and they allow them to work from home, there's no benefit. If they work from the office, great.
At least it's collaborative to a degree.
Correct. So they can feed off each other and understand, and not ask me. They can ask someone else, go, hey, what do you think of this? And then feed off each other there. But a lot of the time, the traffic in Manila is a shit fight. So even if they're 10 k's down the road, it takes them 3 hours to get to work.
Yeah, fuck.
So that's the problem there.
Are you guys all in an office here on shore?
Yeah.
Love.
Yeah, so we're in Cronulla.
Did you make that decision at the start? It's like, hey, we're going to have a physical office. The teams are going to get together.
Well, we only moved into this office because I was with the other guys. I only broke away from them about a year and a half ago.
Yeah, okay. So still a fresh sort of thing.
So, and again, it's one of those, all those things pull, but so I had the cash flow sort of screwed me back then. Was I renovated my house and went $700,000 over budget. So from something that was going to cost me 1.2, it cost me $2 million. Well, 1.3 cost me $2 million for the reno. Again, my fault, being a dickhead. And I bought my business partners out at the same time, which timing, if you look back, probably wasn't the smartest decision, but it's worked out now. But it sort of killed me in things that I would have done faster because of the cash that it killed me back on.
Was it stressful going through that period of time, mate?
Fuck it. Yeah, listen, it is, but I always knew money's coming in regardless, that I'll make it work.
Love.
You always look, you do, but it always seems to work out. Maybe that's just me. Other people might be completely different. But I know that it's really based on me. If I don't fucking pull my finger out and have a crack, then it's not going to work. But if I make calls and go out and see people, I'm going to get business. But
I've got a juicy one for you then. When you were in the pressure cooker, did it drive you to work harder than before you were in it?
What type of pressure cooker?
Like when you had to buy the
No, it was fucked because I was doing the house. I was too focused in that. So I was worried that I was spending too much money, and then I was too focused on the house and not focused enough in the business.
Yeah.
So that was sort of screwed me a bit as well. But then once that finished and I was like, here we go, we're back. And then I could sort of flow again.
So it was just give it time, get through it, go hard.
Yeah, it was just because I was going to the house, worried about what it was blowing out to, so I was stressed on that. Then you were taking your mind away from work. It's just, a lot of those things, and your mind was in like different spaces where you worried about, well, how am I going to buy these guys out? What are they going to want? Can I afford it? Oh, fuck, the house is going even more. How's that going to stop? Call my builder. When is this going to stop fucking going up? All those things. It was a lot.
How did you get out of it, mate?
Get out of what?
The stress, the everything not going wrong at once.
Made more money.
That fixes nearly everything.
I was on always a trajectory up. The trial book was getting bigger.
Yeah.
And I was writing more business, and it was always going to sort of work it out. I knew it was, but you just sort of had to be prepared.
Love. Mate, I've got a cracking question here for you. What is something that you feel is super important at 220 mil a year that wasn't important at 80 mil a year in the business?
Looking after existing clients.
Mm-hmm.
That's probably when you get to obviously writing that volume and existing clientele, it's you have to treat your existing clients as well as your old, because they'll go. You need to.
Was there a tipping point where something happened and you're like, hey, I've got to take some action here, or did you pre-plan it in advance?
When you see discharge, you're like, well, where are they gone? That you start to realize you get so busy in new clients.
Yeah.
You don't have time to look after existing. So in your head, it's like, I want more. But then you're losing in the back end too. So it's great, but then you could have your trail book just sort of being stagnant if you're losing the back end as well, because it's obviously getting runoff, the loans are getting smaller, so the trail book's not going to be naturally growing unless you're feeding it. But if you're not looking after existing and not letting them leave your book, then you won't grow as fast as you want to grow.
I love this. What was the tipping point where, obviously at the start, filling the book up is like paramount importance, right?
Yeah.
And then the book's going to get to a certain size. It's going to start to get some sort of attrition naturally. That's what happens. And so there comes, okay, we actually got to plug leaks as well as get new business in the door. How big was the book when it got to that point where it's like, hey, now this is a role. This is a full-time role to stop the leak.
I know. I think it's, if I see a clawbacks, when I get them, it fucking pisses me right off. So I think it was based on probably if I got a couple and I just have those meltdowns. I'm like, this is bullshit. Why the fuck did they go? Why didn't we contact them? And then I started just going through the process of like, when are we contacting them? How many times we follow up? When did we reprice? And that was, when would that have been? I think I would have had a settlements person that was just doing that as well, where now settlements is probably just busy doing settlements.
Yes.
That you need someone else to just do retention. So the book's substantially bigger now. When would it have been? Probably like 25 grand a month or something like that. I probably started to change.
And how long ago was it that we brought the full-time retention person into the team?
How long ago? So Feb, yeah. So I actually had people before. So Sammy started in Feb, but we had previous people that were doing it as well. So that was like another year or so before that as well. So that was like just calling, checking in, how you going, reprice, just staying on the front foot. Also, what we do is if they haven't got, we call them and ask them for Google reviews. If they don't if they've done good reviews, so we do $250 gift vouchers for if they refer a client. So always touching base and reminding them that we're here and things like that. So just sort of staying on top, and you just got to stay active. Otherwise they just dwindle away.
100%. How has the $250 voucher for referring a client, when someone gets on the phone and says that to the client, how do you find that impacts?
Yeah, they're just appreciative. They're like, oh, sweet. Oh, we would have referred it to you anyway.
Yeah.
It's like, but $250 helps a bit more.
Cheeky dinner.
Yeah. So we just sort of stay on it, stay on top of them a bit more on that. Google reviews, I feel like, is a big thing as well. We're focused on at the moment, because you need Google reviews to obviously bring the people in on the online side as well. So those are the main things we sort of work on, is asking for new referrals, Google reviews and things like that.
Love. Do you get much business out of SEO, out of the website?
Not as much as we this is a pain point for me.
What have I done? I've put my foot in it.
Because we are a franchise, we're a subdomain, and that's probably been our biggest pain point at the moment. She doesn't want to get me started. And that's something where loan market are actually thinking about what they want to do and things like that. But yeah, that's probably our biggest pain point, is tracking and being able to repurpose ads and things like that to them, because we don't know who's landing on our page.
Yeah.
Again, that's something we've got to resolve ourselves. Yeah, it's my pain point. And I feel like we're losing business, and that's annoying. And we're speaking to other companies and stuff like that as well. I'm not going to say bad things about loan market. I love them; they're great. Do everything great. But that's the one thing that we don't really like.
Surely there's a solution to that. Like, that doesn't feel like rocket science.
Yes, well, they're working on it at the moment.
Love.
So, yeah.
Love. Mate, how important has your social media been to the growth at Capital?
So, it's more awareness, where people now know exactly what you do. So, before, if you're not present on social media, they don't really know what you do. And now people are following me. They reach out. I go to the bottle shop or whatever. People go, "Hey mate, I see I watch you, follow your content," and it's weird. Like it's weird.
How long did it take for the social media to get traction and to start paying dividends for you? Because you get a lot of attention there. Do you know what I mean?
Start of the year. probably started ramping up.
Yep.
Even Eden started.
Yeah.
Sort of being a bit more focused. Bringing someone in-house was probably the best thing we did. You got to, probably hard for me to want to just film myself all the time, and having someone in-house to push you to do it, and being reactive with something that happens in the market and doing something there and then send it to her to edit and post it quickly. And I feel like that's what you got to be good at, and having an outside company is great, but fuck, I'm not going to film 10 videos in one day. I got to change outfits and shit. Fuck that. It's annoying. So, and you can't stay up to date with the market and what's happening, especially with everything that's going on at the moment. Fuck, there's something changing every day. It's annoying.
Were you doing much social media before Eden came on board?
Yeah, I was. I was sort of doing these, not as much as I am now. A lot more face-to-camera stuff now, which is a lot better.
Yeah.
Finance isn't sexy. So you've got to show your personality, and I feel like, oh, what's the fuck's an offset account? Like, no one cares. Like, no one gives a shit. So you've got to be a bit more personable. People have got to suck into you as a person and realize, oh, you're funny. You do shit like that. Some of my videos get, whatever I told you, I guess, taken down. But you've got to, I feel like you've got to suck them in as, like, I realize the videos that do big views aren't the ones that get you business.
Okay.
They're the ones that get you followers. And the ones that are a bit more informative, the ones that get less views, actually the ones that get you business. So because you will get 100,000, 200,000 views on a video, and you get the followers, and then you'll do a video that might get 10,000 views, 5,000, whatever. But then you might resonate with someone, and they might actually, that's a point for them actually thinking about, and that's when you get them. That's my personal experience with it, because a viral video, they're doom scroll videos. People like them.
So do you need the combination of the two
Both,
then,
yeah.
where you're doing, entertainment-esque videos,
Yeah.
and you're doing, value-adding or educational-esque videos?
I feel like you got to do it all.
Do the combination.
Yeah,
of the
some
two.
of the guys do it really well. I know Tom Hawley does cracker content.
Yeah.
He does it really well. Savage talks so much shit. You can't call everyone a cunt all the time. Fuck.
It seems to work, but I couldn't do it. It works for me.
He's got a fucking throat tat and all that shit. Man. It wouldn't work for me. Everyone's like, oh, that's offensive. But I guess it's only it's taken me this year. Like, again, Eden's really pushed me on being myself and not trying to be pretending I'm someone different. And I think that's what people like. I'll say it how it is. I won't hold back. At least we've got good stuff talking about with the government. You can give them a little fucking rinse. But show your personality. Mum doesn't like it. She always messages me. Can ask me.
Why?
Yeah, she asked me to stop swearing. I was like, shut up.
You can't say that to your mum.
Fucking shut up, Mum. No, so she gets it. She's like, I get it. But I said, let me just do my thing.
I heard a rumor that you won a trophy and you've done a piece of content for winning that trophy.
I think it lasted. If anyone wants me to send it to a DM, I'll send it to you. But it lasted. I think it was like, was it 12 hours? And it got head office maybe take it down.
Done.
Yeah,
it was a bit too spicy for social media.
It was actually what I said to do. It was going to be. It would have been 2 hours. Oh, listen, it was the only piece of content I said, hey, let's do this. It'll be funny. I was like, oh, do you reckon it'll last? Didn't
last. Mate, any other side quests on social media that you come across?
No, we do like ones at the moment that we work quite well. What started, which was no one else was really doing it, was I'd go to not an open home, like a listing for a house.
Yeah.
And I'd say, well, the house is worth this much. This is what you need to make to buy this house. This is your deposit. This is the income you need. These are the repayments, blah, blah, blah. And those went really well. I was doing a lot of them, and I'd work with real estate agents. They'd come in, and I was doing those house videos all the time. Again, good content, good views. Leads, not so much.
Yeah, right.
So, but where I had the strategy was that I would go for referral partners. So I would be like, instead of going for leads for people, I was going for real estate agents and getting referral partners. So I had a different strategy.
Yeah.
Where they will follow agents and that will follow me because the agent would share my video or collab with me. I'd do that. Then I would get 100,000 views, whatever it is for that video. If it was a really nice house, and they were a bit rage baity. So like, oh, this is what $5 million cost you and whatever it is, and these are the repayments of $25,000 a month.
Were people losing it in the comments?
Yeah.
What were they angry about?
Oh, it's like, who can afford that? I was like, yeah, not you. So, but I just do 80% loan, 20% deposit. So this is what your 20% deposit is. They would more probably not shit on me. They'd shit on the house.
Yeah.
Say, that's not worth that. Oh, well, fuck, it is.
What do you do?
What do you do?
It is what it is. What are you going to do?
It's like that Ballo dude. So he does the same shit, but he does, this is what fucking, I'll get you.
I know who you're talking about from that gesture.
Yeah.
I didn't know the name, but I knew the gesture.
I actually got the idea sort of from what he does. I'm
Yeah,
like,
right.
well, he does the house videos. This is what this gets you. And I was thinking, well, maybe if I do something, this is what this income can actually get you in this particular area.
Yeah.
Where now we've changed. Some people are trying to copy my content, the fuckers. Can't do it as well as me, but where we're doing areas. So I will do one today, but we did one in Paddington, which was the first one we did because one of my mates, I was supposed to do a house one, he didn't fucking turn up. So we went and we're in Paddington. She's like, hey, just do one in Paddington, which is walking down the street. And I was like, this is what the median house price is in Paddington, and this is what you're going to need to make to buy in Paddington. So you need to be on blah, blah income. You're going to need a 20% deposit, which is this. And that got like 220,000 views. So because they were shitting on the suburb.
Just clicking it.
Yeah, because it was like, you need to make fucking $500,000 to live in Paddington, and it's like the terrace.
Yeah.
And when it goes sort of like viral like that, people can't fathom that that's how much money people make to live in those areas.
Yeah. And it's the truth.
It
is the truth of the matter.
I always say, you've got to take what I say with a grain of salt, because there's different strategies of how people buy in there. It'll be like they're selling something else to buy there. They make capital growth on this.
Yeah.
Or whatever. But we'll talk off the median house price, not the apartment price. It was their house.
Yeah.
I can't do everything. It's fucking annoying. I'll do the house price that if it's through, I think it was 3.6 million or something along those lines. And this is the money you need to make. And normally they're dog shit houses. They're two-bedroom terrace that needs fucking ton of work. And you get the people in the western suburbs where the houses are cheaper. They can't wrap their head around. I understand it. Like, I wouldn't spend $3.6 million on a terrace that needs fucking work with a 5x5 backyard. I get that. I wouldn't do it. But I guess it's a personal choice. People want to live there because of work.
Whatever.
All these different things. People have their own like ideas of why they want to be in those areas.
So will you do one in Woolloomooloo today?
We thought we'd do Woolloomooloo or Surrey Hills.
Yeah, okay. So just go wander through the street.
We're going to do one in Mount Druitt soon.
You're going to do one in Mount. You look at someone's going to shoot you.
Yeah, I know. So we thought that. We just it's funny ones. Just so we go. We always ask which one should we do, and then someone goes Mount Druitt.
Done.
I was like, fuck it, a drive out there, but to do it.
I've got a really good question for you here, mate.
Mm-hmm.
What's a business decision that you've made in the past 12 months that you're really proud of?
Well, we did one the other day, which we like, and that was obviously putting a head of growth on. But marketing as well. Marketing probably number one was the thing which was good, just to show. Yeah, probably marketing.
I'll give you 3 guesses who asked that question,
She
but I
did.
bet you're only going to need one.
She did. Fucking cocky bitch.
Very good. Very good. Mate, what does the client experience look like when somebody comes to Capital, from first interaction to when the deal settles?
Mate, my process is dialed in now. It's, mate, to be honest, I'll get a lead. I'll call them. Hey, mate, how you going? Blah, blah, blah. Do you want to talk now? If I've got time, I'll have a chat with them now. Bit of a rundown of what they want to do. Do quickly, understanding that a lot of people do different shit.
Yeah.
I'll just ask them questions. Does it work? what's your income, and just get a base understanding of what they do. Obviously, self-employed is going to be a lot more detailed. All right, sounds like it works. We're going to need shit from you. We're going to need documents, this and that. So I will then get off the phone, get them to text me full name, email address, and phone number, because I don't want to write it down because I'll probably make a mistake. So I'd like to get them to send it to me direct. So I'll get it a text, and what they show me is what it is, because it's very hard when you send out, which I understand in my CRM, you send it out, say you send out the hello pack and things like that. Even if the email's incorrect, it doesn't bounce back.
Oh, so you don't even know it's incorrect until the client's in the abyss.
Correct. So if it's wrong, it won't bounce back. You just won't get a response. So I prefer them to send it to me just in case I make a spelling mistake or something along those lines.
Cool.
Then I'll send that out. I'll do a voice to text on my phone. I'll explain the whole deal out like that. Then my notes, give it to my offshore team to send out the hello pack with the documents. I'll even say in the notes, just from our chat, I'm thinking blah, 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 or they're rate driven, or they want to do this, or they want to do that. I'll get a pretty good understanding from the first call. So we'll send that out. Once we get all the document back, she will send that to my credit analyst. He'll have the documents and the notes. He starts. Then we talk it through, and then we send out game plans, and then I run them through the deal like that.
And when you're running the clients through the deal, are you sending them like a Loom video? Are you booking in a meeting on the honker?
Yeah.
Love.
So we'll just have, I'll know what they want. So questions I'll ask, who's your existing bank? So, okay, what's your wish list? Because there's a wish list.
Yeah.
3 things: borrowing capacity, speed, interest rate. You cannot get all 3. What's your top 2? Because if it's borrowing capacity, you're not going to get the best interest rate, and you're probably not going to get speed. So you can get speed and decent interest rate, like Macquarie and things like that, but they'll go, I want all 3. Fuck, it doesn't exist. You can't do it. So what's your wish list? What's the 2 most important things? Tell me what it is. Okay, sweet. And then I'll say, like, who do you bank with? Are you fond with banking with them because you like their systems? You want to stay with the same bank? Just to get those understandings, because you don't want to, like, say they would bank with CBA and you give them St. George and the rate's like 0.5 or 0.10 difference. But the pain in the ass to change banks is...
If fucking no one's leaving CBA, man, once they bank there. Do you know what I mean?
And that's the thing. Like, you got to understand your client pretty well, I think, and not just shoot them. The rate shoppers kill me. It kills
Do you get many rate shoppers?
Fucking one at the moment.
Yeah, surely rate shopping's a thing of the past. You know what I mean? Like, go online. Go online and type in
before it was
best.
cashback chasers, now
yeah.
But I look at rate shoppers like this, and I feel like you might know as well that with home loans, people are rate driven, not repayment driven.
Yes.
So, this guy's getting me 599, but I was like, yeah, but I got you 602. Do you understand what the difference in repayment is? They don't. Most of the time, they're looking at the rate. Like, if you buy a car, for example, you ask about the rate, but what's the repayment? That's what they're more focused on, is what the repayment is. With a home loan, they're more focused on the rate.
Yes.
Because they will think, 6.1 and 6.6% is a huge difference. You go, man, it's like $30.
Why do you reckon that's the case?
I don't know. People are just stuck in their mind about it.
I reckon it's been marketed to a lot. You know, like when all those old school...
Unloan and
all that stuff. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was like, we'll save you. You know what I mean? Where there was just really been heavily marketed to for a very long time. That rate is the
rate's
key.
Thing. Yeah, I get it. But the thing is, over 30 years, yes, that little bit of rate might save you a lot of money, but you're never going to be there for 30 years. You're always going to change. And that's where you never look at it. Well, I think what the average...
It's 4 years or something isn't it? Life of a home loan.
Yeah.
Like, it's not a long time.
And that, I would say, don't think of it over the 30 years. It's always... We'll probably move you. We reprice it. We do this. Your LVR might change. We'll get a better rate here. So there's so many things we do in the meantime leading. Like, after that... Just don't look at it now where, the rate this, over the time, or they'll go, I want to change for 0.15 difference refinance. I'm like, yeah, but the cost to change will eat up your savings for 2 years.
And it's you've hit the nail on the head there, like repricing the loan every 6 months over the 30-year term, shits all over trying to find the best rate at day one. Do you know what I mean?
Correct.
Because the rate will creep. The rate will creep the whole way up over that 30-year term.
And I say, like, there's a couple of banks that probably people will know where you submit it and you go, fuck, this is going to be a nightmare. But they're sharp rates, but you're going to... I'm not going to say the bank because they crack the shits when you talk about them, where you'll do it and I'll warn them, I go, so you know, it's a fucking shit process. They're going to take a lot of time. But they're like, no, the rate's really good. Okay.
The client still gets the shits when
and
it's
they
a
go,
shit
well,
process.
why is it taking so long? I said, I fucking told you. I warned you up front. This bank sucks. They're cheap. Fees cheap. But they kill your life. They ask you stupid shit. Like this one question fucking kills me to this day. There was the valuation of the Strata report, and they said, the Strata report says there could be some works in the future. There could be. How's the client going to look after that if it comes up? How the fuck do I know? Because it hasn't happened. And there's no cost. They don't know it's going to happen. There might be money in the sink fund. It's a dumb question. It's like an assumption. How do you know if you're going to have a job in 6 months? You don't, because you don't know what's going to happen. You can't assume that what the costs are going to be. There's no idea. I got the condition removed because it was a dumb fucking question. But it's just going to those people and those lenders. And this is where you've got brokers who
copy and paste the question and email it straight to the client.
Yeah, but you got brokers that are looking for rates, but I think the best service of a broker is policy. Like, you've got to know from fucking day dot where that client sits, where they're going to be best suited for, where it gets them most amount of money, where you know exactly where they suit. And they might tell you not, but you know that their deal is better suited there because of the way they look at it, and not chase those rate shop clients.
Yeah.
Because they're the worst ones, because they'll fuck you off in a couple and you get a clawback. It's always the case. If you want to be a broker that chases those, best rate here, or I'll do this, I'll do that, mate, you'll fucking die, because you'll do this and they'll go to walk into any of the big fours, ANZ or whatever they're doing, and they'll walk in and go, hey, we don't get cashbacks, but if you go direct to the branch, they might offer them a cashback to win the deal. You're fucking toast.
Do you reckon brokers still operate like that? It feels super old-fashioned.
Oh, mate, there's guys out there who do that shit all the time.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Fuck, it feels like a hard way of doing it.
Oh, mate, you want to do the hard way, the hard way. But there's guys out there to do it. Like, they're desperate. They'll offer money back to win the deal.
They just want to get a deal over the line.
They'll go, I'll give you some of my commission. Like, I've had clients call me and say, this broker said they'll give me 50% of the commission. I could fuck off then. Go take them.
Fuck, you can't run a business.
You can't run a business. I'll be like, no, that's dumb.
You're not running 50% margins in a brokerage.
I said to him, I go, if you want to go to them, great.
Yeah.
Because I'm not doing it. I said, I pride myself on how I treat my clients and how I do my deals. If you want to go with a battler guy that obviously doesn't have enough work, that's desperate for deals and is going to pay you commission, go right ahead, because you're not going to get the service here. Because I'm guarantee you, he doesn't have backhand support. He doesn't have a post-retention person, because one, he can't fucking afford them because he's giving away his commission.
Yeah, you need that money to actually build the business.
You need the cost
to deliver the services.
Yeah, like, it's
to the
not
client.
like you pay referral fees, great. That's because they're helping you get the business. I'm not going to try and win business by offering clients money. Like, sometimes you might help them out with, you're doing a refinance, you might give them some money to help with the changeover cost, because it's just to help them out. Like, I've done it before. Go, hey, listen, the changeover cost is, we'll help you out. We'll cover the changeover cost to do the deal. It works like that. But I'm not going to be trying to get a purchase and say, hey, mate, I'll give you money to do the deal. That's not how I work.
Love. Mate, any pieces of tech that have been a game changer for you?
Fuck, I'm shit at that, but we're doing it now. So Quickly, fuck God, Sam, because when I started, there was no Quickly.
Just downloading all the Excel spreadsheets.
And all these fucking new brokers have no idea. Like, good luck bringing up. Like, you'd have your first calculator. Go, fuck, if it works on this, it's going to work.
It's a deal. It's a deal.
So you bring up CBA,
Yeah.
IMGs, and you bring up that and go, all right, if the deal works here, the world's our oyster because we're going to go fucking everywhere. But if it doesn't work here, you've got to go down the rabbit hole and go, how many Excel spreadsheets can we bring up at once? And a lot of them don't know that's how you, and this is, Matt, I'm telling you, this is how we write more volume, because we know we use Quickly as the first summary of like, yeah, it's going to fit.
Yeah.
Then I'll do a real calculator with them and make sure that it doubles down and it works.
Yeah.
But Quickly gives us the understanding it's going to work everywhere. It's a fucking beautiful business. Beautiful.
You make me laugh because I fucking had that CPA calculator up every single day. It didn't go nowhere.
If you really wanted to test it, you'd run ING.
ING, because you had the buffer, the 8% was higher than...
If it worked there, mate, you're fucking on.
I'm fucking getting nostalgic here. I'm getting nostalgic. Mate, how do you see the next 12 months playing out?
Mate, who knows, to be honest. Just with everything going on, I'm going, like, I want to push for 400 mil as a company. I probably want to do 250 to 300 if I can, personally. I think I can. I feel like this last year I sort of let myself down a little bit doing 175, where I know I could have done a few things better, but we were moving offices. Then I got rid of people, changed the culture. And so a lot of things were changing and I sort of had to shift again to start. And that was, and now we're good. But I think the business, I really want to do $500 million, especially with the guys coming on. They're all established guys. So they're all brokers.
There's a proven track record.
Yeah, they've all been brokers. Like, one guy's been a broker who I'm actually purchasing his business. He's been a broker 15 years and he's writing 70, 80 mil a year already. So he's going to come on. I got another guy come from another company. He writes 60 mil, 70 mil already. And then the commercial guy, he's been a commercial guy. So that could be, and then Hamish, he could do 90 to 100 mil this year if he doubles down. So he's on the track to do decent volume. And if I do 200, then fuck, or 200 to 300, well, why shouldn't we do it? We could have this conversation here and go, fuck, I went to shit. I didn't do anything.
I didn't do anything.
Yeah.
I wrote nothing.
Yeah, but like the start of the year, like I'll do, I settled 23 mil this month. I'll do probably another 22, 23 next month. So that's a good start to the financial year. But we just got to see how everyone's mindset's changed after, obviously, the budget's now done. Inflation's sort of coming back down. If the media doesn't fearmonger us anymore, or people, but I feel like now that the market will change to an owner-occupied sort of purchasing again. People start transacting, upsizing, moving around like that. The investors will slow down a bit until they find out their structure. Council talk to them, because I think in the current climate we had, where the accountants couldn't give them the advice of what to do with properties because they weren't sure of what the structure was going to be with trusts, what entity to buy in, personal names, is it beneficial? And now, once obviously the budget's pretty much final now, they can come up with a strategy they need to obviously set up their future. And that's the one thing we just got to, now it's final. Now they come with ideas.
But these market changes have happened before. Do you know what I mean? I remember when...
But this is, like I always say, this is the market everyone fucking dreams of. And I don't get it, because this is the market that buyers dream of because it's fucking cheaper. So, I'll stop swearing. So, like, this is the market.
You can swear all you want. It doesn't bother me.
Everyone always say, it's weird. You watch it, when the market's hot, people are buying properties, but you're spending more money. But now the market's shit, or not shit, this is the time you should buy because it's cheaper. So, okay, I see in one of my videos, would you rather buy now, or would you rather buy it in January?
Yeah, surely now's a less competitive
but
environment.
Aren't you?
Yeah.
If you can afford it, and this is what I say, educate my clients, is if you're upsizing, perfect. This is your time, because the property you're buying might take a hit of 10, 15%, and your property you're selling taking a hit of 10 to 15% or whatever it is. So you're actually making an earn because you're saving money because the property you're buying is taking a bigger hit than the property you're selling.
Yeah.
So you're actually in front. But if you're upsizing in an upward trending market, yes, your existing property's gone up in value, but not as much as the other one.
The gap in nominal dollars
If
is
you're
higher.
downsizing now, bad move. So that's a big education thing I think we're doing at the moment is trying to teach people that don't be scared of this market. Listen, it's a bad market if you're selling. If you're fucking buying, it's time to go.
But you know how it works. When everybody looks at the very near future, they 30, 60, 90, 100 day, 20 days, they might say, hey, it's going to be cheaper in 30, 60, 90, 120 days.
How long's the piece of string?
It is until it's not.
Yeah. And
Do you know what I mean?
And that's the thing.
By the time the news outlets say it, the market's
too
already
late.
off. Like the market's already, the horses left the gate.
We'll find out in the next couple of months. I think the auction clearance rates go up. I think desirable suburbs will keep moving because people always, and because they're owner-occupied properties. Desirable suburbs, yeah, they're investors. They're all thanks, mate. They're investors, but most of the time, people are going to want to buy there because they want to live there. So that's always going to keep moving. Places where, those little country towns in Queensland or wherever they are, you're buying a block of fucking a house for like $300,000. Yeah, like they might move. They could be positively geared, so they're probably a good strategy as well. But things that are negatively geared and that people are doing, they might find a bit of a harder thing to move.
100%. 100%. Got a couple of fucking juicy ones here, mate. What does a typical day look like for you at work?
At work or how I start?
However, like from the whole day.
Well, I get up probably like 4:50 every morning.
You get up at 4:50.
Yeah, so I get up, I go to the gym. So I'll be at the gym for an hour and a half, whatever it is. Come home. Normally my wife will go to work not work, she'll go to the gym at 7. So I've got the kids. So I've got a sauna at home and an ice bath. So sometimes if I'm being a bit of a bitch, I probably won't do the ice bath. But I'll try and do either one or the other, probably mostly the sauna because it's easier to do, or I'll do both just to sort of get the day started. And then Monday to Wednesday, I'll probably drop the kids to school and go straight into work. I'd probably get into work at like 9-ish because kids don't got to drop them to daycare and get in that way. But my team starts at 8:30, so they start making the moves anyway. But I'll do some phone calls and whatnot just to sort of get the day moving and then finish up at like 6. I always think you can get those heroes that say, "Oh, I was in the office at fucking 7 and stayed till 7." Yeah, sweet. You fart assing around. You could get shit done quicker than that. And I always think everything can wait because I feel like if I'm spending too much time at work, I get less time with my kids. And the main reason I do all this stuff to make money is for the kids and see my kids. And I want to spend time with them. And if I'm fart assing around waiting in the office and not seeing them, then what the fuck am I doing it for? So I want to be able to see them in the morning, see them in the afternoons. And it's great because I work close to home. If I was working in the city, it would be a lot harder. And I know people don't have those benefits of working close to their house. And I get that. Starting work at 9, you got to leave at 7. And it's really hard. So I actually have a benefit of being able to spend more time with my kids. And once I'm home, I'm pretty much, I don't open the laptop.
You have a hard stop when you finish.
Yeah, like I'll do a few texts and make a call, but I'm not going to really open the laptop and rip into something because, again, I probably suck at it because my team will do it better than me. I'll get in, I'll mess up the process.
You're banned.
Yeah.
You're banned from getting involved. Mate, if you started from scratch today, with everything that you know today, what's one thing that you would do differently at the start?
I'd probably hit social media harder.
You'd probably hit social media harder?
Yeah, because people then, what I feel like you need to become is authority piece. So you need to be an authority figure. And again, sometimes I'm not, but people got to like look at you and like think that, shit, yeah, he knows what he's talking about. He's a mortgage broker. He knows what he's talking about. I want to talk to him because of he knows his shit. So you got to become like an authority figure for people to reach out to you. And people won't know if you're starting out. They don't know what you do. And it's so easy if you've got, especially if you've got an established just Instagram or something like that already, that you're hitting a target of people off the bat that, one, you're not going to call those individual people and let them know what you do. But if you're constant on social media and content, you're going to let those whatever 1,000 people follow you, they know what you do. So I think that's the start. And I tell my brokers that I want them to do content a lot. Again, just post shit, whatever. People know what you do. People trust what you do. They're not going to just reach out to you. You've got to make them want to reach out to you. So doing that first, I think it's a good way. I know guys do it, and guys have done social media quite well, like Savage and whatnot. He's hit the ground running a lot faster than the rest because he doubled down on that stuff. And you get an engagement from people quicker than you would because you got to go referral partners, not find clients yourself. And social media is the way to do it. Or you can pay ads and shit, but whatever.
It's a massive leveraged activity. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Like it wouldn't be hard for you to stay in front of 1,000 clients via social media. It'd be very hard for you to call 1,000 clients. Like, do you know what I mean? Just logistically.
Correct. And they're not going to want to answer, but they're going to see your stuff and go, oh, yeah.
Fuck, they're on the toilet or something. They're scrolling through. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's how it goes. That's actually how it goes.
That's how it goes.
100%.
They're doom scrolling their nighttime there. Something like your head pops up.
Mate, what's the biggest thing you have to do differently over the next 12 months than you did in the past 12 months to go from 220 to 400 mil?
We've got to introduce AI. That's the biggest thing.
You've got to introduce AI. Tell me everything.
I think just to speed up things a bit more, and I know I've spoken to other guys that are doing a lot more with the AI space and just shit they're doing faster than us. And I guess there's a lot of stuff we're delving into it now. And again, I'm not really that good at it. I need someone better than me at it. So, so what I want is I need someone to run my company and let me be a broker. That's what I really want. So that's where she's coming into play to sort of run that and push the company to just run it full steam ahead. And then I can just do what I do best and be the broker and just help run the company as well. But someone that we push it harder. That's probably that. And introducing AI is what we're really doubling down on at the moment. But again, it might not work, but I feel if you don't get into it now, you might be left behind.
It's such a tricky one, the AI piece. You know what I mean?
You don't want it to replace you. You want it to be a piece. So renaming docs, easy. Like that's a simple thing to do, and it does it in 3 seconds.
Yeah, that's sort of high technical skill, renaming a doc.
But that saves time for your offshore team.
Yeah.
Like you can put in the system, it renames your docs. Or now they're going to read pay slips and they're going to do all these things or it writes your summary notes. Or it does all those things. I know guys that got rid of their commercial analysts because they've got AI or Claude writing their commercial notes.
Yeah.
So it's doing that. And yes, it's probably going to replace people. It's not going to, I don't think it's going to replace the people connection, the person-to-person thing. So for us, we're person-to-person. But it could replace, no, not replace. I feel like it's going to help to a certain point when they gets too smart and just help us in the back end and just dial in and just speed up that process.
Surely the closer we get to an actual 5-minute home loan, whether or not we ever get there, but it becomes a marketing game. Like whoever gets the most attention wins at that point, surely.
Correct. Yeah, but it's like those things. You could go to direct a branch and they fucking give you a loan approval in a matter of whatever, but it's not really assessed.
That's true.
And why can't we? So you go to Macquarie and get it done in a couple of hours. Great. It's not fully assessed, but it's pretty well good. But that's where we need to get to. So it's going to be one of those things. If you're not speed and fast, then you will be left behind. I think that's where we're going.
And another thing that you said that was really interesting there, mate, was that you want Eden to come in and run the business side of things so you can focus on being the broker.
Yeah.
Are you more passionate about being the broker than
I love being
running
a broker.
That's where you excel. That's
but
where
I
you
like
get
running
the
the
kicks.
business,
Love.
but I'm not good at all the little stuff. Like I manage the brokers and I chat with them and see how they're going and like ideas and things like that I can give them. But running process stuff and like making the documents and all those things that I know how to do it and I tell them how to do it, but I can give them the ideas and then she can create it.
Yeah.
And that's sort of what we're looking at doing. And because we're bringing in, what I want the business is going to be, I bring someone in, plug and play, bang, you're in. This is the process. This is the deals. This is how it works. And you're straight in. You can run business straight away. You don't need to be the best broker, but the system's in place. You just fucking plug your laptop in. You're good to go, and the deals will flow. So that's the main thing. And again, what we really want to do is be a lead generating office, not a lead generating person.
You want everyone in the office to be bringing in business.
No, yeah, but I also want the business to be bringing in business. So what I mean by that is, again, I'm a lead generator, but I want the business to be a lead generator. So like you got the bigger companies that they go to the company, not personally the brokers as well.
Yeah.
So you want the brokers to be brokers
Yeah.
and they get their business that way, but I also want the company to be lead generating. So then I can feed them out.
What's the most important thing that you need to do to get the company to become a lead generator over and above you being a lead generator?
SEOs.
I keep putting my fucking foot in it. I've got a really good one for you. How have you juggled raising a young family and building a successful business?
Oh, you got to have your partner sort of helping out too. That's a good thing. I don't know. Just being present. You got to be present all the time in the company and there, and you got to find that happy medium and not being too far out of the company, too far out of family life, and just finding that sweet spot. That's the main thing you sort of got to juggle is what's the sweet spot and where you're happy with. And yes, you might impact some of your business because if you double down there a bit more, but then you also lose parts of your family that you sort of want to spend more time there. So you just got to find that happy medium. And then when you get to the point, then you can bring someone else in like we're doing now to then do that extra stuff, to do the extra hard work to grow it a bit more, that I can still do those, spend time with the family. So that's sort of where we're at now.
And did you have to figure out, obviously the kids are young, as they were sort of growing up a little bit and the business was growing up and you were like, fuck, get away.
You're never going to get, you got kids as well.
Yeah, I got
You're never going to get that time back. You're never going to, like, this time they can be a pain in the ass every now and again. Like,
no, not little kids.
Yeah, but you're never going to get those, you're never going to get that time back. And I don't want to lose that time. And you'll regret everything. If you want to be a hero and spend time and get home at 10 o'clock at night, like, fucking good on you. But I know I'd rather be with my kids, see how they went to school, spend that time, because they're the things that they're going to remember more than, oh, fuck, dad's never home. So
they remember that too.
They're going to remember that.
Yeah,
so that's the thing. They're going to remember you not being home than you being there. So you want them to know that they remember you being at home. So I think that, because you don't want them to resent you and, like, they're sad if you're not there. So I'm like, well, fuck, I'd rather be at home with my kids. The business is going to come. Everything can wait. I'll get it done. It's always the case. Or if you don't, you need to bring someone else in to allow you to do that with your family as well.
There's a solution to it. If you've got too much business off, hire someone,
like,
bring
if
someone
you're
in.
doing those hours, you're being tight that you shouldn't have someone else in there to help you do less hours. So I think if you're doing ridiculous amount of hours, like 7 to 10 at night, it's because you need to input someone else in to allow you to get that workflow covered in the day that you can go home, because there's a reason why you're spending that. Like, good on you. You got that much work. Bring in someone else. If you're making that much money, you're doing that much work, you've got enough money to bring someone else in.
Yeah, that's your trigger point.
That's it. It's if you're spending too much time away from home in the business, well, you need someone else in the business to help you get away from the business. So you've got to find that sweet spot of when to hire to allow you to. And again, starting a business out is different.
Yeah, it's Street Fighter mode. Fucking get the thing.
You've got to get in.
You're
watching cash flow. You're watching this. You're watching that. You've got to spend time in it. And yes, you've got to make those sacrifices with the family to get that done. But you don't want to make those sacrifices for a long period of time that you're never at home. So you want to get to the point where the business at a certain point, you can put someone in to allow you then to go back home, spend more time at home and then run the business.
Love. Mate, last question.
Yeah.
I'll ask everybody this one. If you had to give one piece of advice to 8-year-old Jason what would you tell him?
Shit. Probably do what you want to do in your career first, because I didn't. So I was a truck driver until I was 31.
You were a truck driver.
Yeah.
I didn't expect that.
Yeah, mate, people don't know. It's crazy. So I used to drive semi-trailers.
You don't look like a truck driver.
Yeah, they used to call me Hollywood. Yeah, so I worked for my family's company. I used to do, first career I started out, my parents owned transport companies.
Yeah.
So I used to get up and this is why I feel like what I do now is easy, and other people would probably resent that. But what I used to do was fucking hard.
Yeah.
So I used to work in a flour truck. So I used to deliver flour to bakeries. I'm talking get up at 10:30 at night, get in the truck, unload 18 ton worth of flour, like in bags on trolleys, and take it into bakeries. I did that for how many years? Like 5-6 years. So since I was like 19, I was doing that. So hard labor, working 14, 15-hour days every day, like 5 days a week. So doing that shit. So that was hard labor, big hours, early starts for a long period of time. Then we sold that and I got into fuel transport with my dad owned a fuel transport company. So I was running semi-trailers. So I was driving up and down the South Coast, starting at 12 o'clock at night, working 15, 16 hours every day, 6 days a week. So Saturdays, not normally, so not normally that big, but working 60 hours a week. And I was making good money, but it was hard work. I knew that I didn't want to do it forever. I didn't want to take over the business. I didn't want any of that. And it took me a while to have the guts to leave, to make, and like shit, if I started this before I was 31, my career would be way further than what it is now. So I had to make it work at 31. I didn't have a kid yet, and that's why I made the change. But I got a family company, came in, making money, nice car, all those things. It's great, but I fucking work for it. So for me to make the change, it took a while because I didn't want to let my family down. I didn't want to leave because I worked in the car, all blah, 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 all that stuff. But then at 31, I think I just turned 31. I just got married. I was just getting married. And it was at that point where it was like, if I don't do it now, I'm never going to do it. And I'll be stuck here. And I'd hurt my back, I had a bulging disc, all that shit. So it was going to happen. And then I made that change. And yes, the first 2 years were hard. Like we weren't making that much money. I had a house, but we made it work. And then eventually you come out. So that's why I find what I do. That's why I fucking love what I do. I love being a broker. It's mad. I love talking to people, referral partners, all that shit. It's very, you make good money from it. So that's obviously a fucking benefit. If making shit money, I probably wouldn't like it as much. But like I can make what I make in a month, what I was doing in half a year. So it's crazy. Yeah. But I look at it that I don't want to go back to doing that shit again. So I always say no backup plan. If you come into broking and you have a fucking backup plan, you're not going to make it. So you want to come into this industry with no backup plan because you want to say, this is it or it's not working. And if you've got, I can always go back to that. Well, go back to that because you're going to have that in the back of your mind that it's not going to work and you will go back to that. So I was like, no backup plan. If this doesn't work, fuck it. I give up. So, and I had to make it work because I know that if I was still doing that stuff, getting up at say 12 o'clock at night or in the morning, I'd never see my family. I hadn't had a kid yet, but I would never be around. And then your wife will resent you, the kids will resent you, all these things because you're never around in those times. So I had to make a change and it did. And yes, it's paid off now. But again, I go from making all this money to not making anything for the first couple of years. It's hard.
Yeah.
But again, no backup plan. Parents were not happy when I left, but they're happy now. They get it. They know I'm successful. They know I'm good at what I do. They know. They obviously look and see what I spend and what the house is and the car and all that stuff. They go, you must be going, I also got a shitload of debt. But it paid off.
The bet worked.
But I say no backup plan. If you got a fuck up backup plan, just don't bother.
There you go. Ladies and gentlemen, no backup plan, mate.
That's it.
We've done it.
All right, beautiful.
Done it. Jason Wylie, Loan Market Capital. Ladies and gentlemen,
Yeah.
thank you very much,
No worries,
mate.
mate.
That was good.
Yeah.